What's up, everybody? Today's video is 4 minutes and 20 seconds of unwritten football rules. My name's Greg, an American living abroad in Spain, learning the beautiful game of football, one question at a time with your help. And today's video is brought to you by Ball Culture. I will include a link in the description so you can go and show them some love. I'm sure they would definitely appreciate that. So this was a recommendation that came through our Discord. PL is the one who recommended this video, so I definitely appreciate that. That's interesting because this is something I've never really thought about. With all the 1,000 gazillion other things there is to learn about football, I never really thought of the unwritten rules. Of course, I know about unwritten rules in baseball and basketball mostly. I mean, I know a couple in football, but American football. But in baseball, like, you don't bunt when you don't bunt to break up a no-hitter. Like, if somebody on your team gets hit with the pitch, then you hit somebody on their team with the pitch. You don't steal bases if you're up by a lot of runs. You don't, pimp out a home run or, something like that, which people do these days, bring some excitement to the game. So I don't know. But anyway, that is an unwritten rule. In basketball, you don't foul somebody when they're in the air. If you're up by a lot of points, you don't, showboat and slam dunk with like seconds left in the game, things like that. So this is going to be interesting to take a look and see what some of the unwritten rules in football are. So thanks for the recommendation on that. And let's go ahead and take a look and see. Let's go.
1. If a player goes down injured, whoever is in possession of the ball should kick it out of play. When the game gets back underway, it's expected that the other team will return the ball as a friendly gesture. In 1999, Kanu and Overmars ignored the custom and scored a goal for Arsenal against Sheffield United. But
oh man, that's messed up. Because it looks like
it's expected that the other team will return the ball as a friendly gesture. In 1999, Kanu and Overmars ignored the custom and scored a goal for Arsenal against Sheffield United.
Oh wow!
Arsene Wenger offered to replay the match as a show of sportsmanship. Number 2.
Oh man, that is pretty messed up because you could see the other team was not expecting that. Man, hey, not everybody goes by the unwritten rules, I suppose.
United, but Arsene Wenger offered to replay the match as a show of sportsmanship.
Come on!
Number 2. If a player scores a goal while playing against a former team, he shouldn't celebrate. Instead, he should just head back to the center circle. The two extremes of this rule come from Adebayor and Rui Costa. The former ran past the center circle to knee slide in front of his old fans, and the latter burst into tears. Number 3. For no reason.
Well, I know, like, in baseball, if you are a rookie and you hit a home run, usually the dugout ignores you. I guess that's I'm correlating that because there's celebrations that are not happening there. But
fans, and the latter burst into tears. Number 3. For no reason whatsoever should one refuse to warm up or come on as a substitute at the manager's request. At the same time, no player should refuse to be subbed off when asked to. Number 4.
I mean, that's kind of every sport, I would think. I can't think of a sport where you, I was about to say, I can't think of a sport where you decide yourself if you're going to, stay on or not. But I had some hesitation because I'm a Lakers fan and I know LeBron, I know it's a conspiracy that he runs the team and does whatever he wants. So anyway, I'm Team Kobe and Team Jordan.
At the same time, no player should refuse to be subbed off when asked to. Number 4, it's frowned upon to kiss the team badge unless you're definitely going to stick around. When players do this and leave shortly after, they generally receive a lot of criticism because it's seen as a cheap gesture to win the fans over.
I mean, how are you supposed to know if you're going to stick around or not?
They generally receive a lot of criticism because it's seen as a cheap gesture to win the fans over.
So don't ever kiss the
Number
badge.
5, players are expected not to join a rival team under any circumstances.
Yeah.
It will destroy your standing with the fans, and your time at the club will be disregarded. The effects are stronger for local players. Number 6.
I could see that. Of course, just like everything else as it relates to the fans, it's more intense when it comes to football. But hey, if I'm, if somebody's on the Dodgers and they go and play for the Giants, don't talk to me. Not that they would talk to me anyway, because they don't know who I am, probably don't give a damn. But anyway, that's just So I'm just saying something.
The club will be disregarded. The effects are stronger for local players. Number 6. If you're winning comfortably and the victory is all but secured, your goal celebrations should be minimal. The higher the margin, the more subdued the celebration should become. Number 7.
That might have been the best celebration ever. Hold on. This is a good one. I haven't seen anything more than what you see right here. Who's that?
You're winning comfortably.
I thought that was Venetians. Anyway, I haven't seen anything more than this or the knee slide or something like that.
And the victory is all but secured. Your goal celebrations should be minimal.
He's going fishing.
The higher the margin, the more subdued the celebration should become. Number 7.
Oh my God. That was hilarious. Oh man. That is a classic. Does anybody out there have another celebration that's on par with that one? If it is, if you do, man, let me know. I want to check it out. That was hilarious. Okay. Whew, let me back up so I can know what's coming next. One more time.
The more subdued the celebration should become. Number 7. If you have a club legend playing in his last match, the manager is responsible for bringing him off before the end.
Okay.
So the crowd is able to give him an ovation.
Okay.
The rule is so important that there have been occasions where managers who have used up all their subs will still bring the legend off the pitch, even if it leaves them a man down. Number 8. Always thank the player who assisted your goal. One fairly common courtesy is if your teammate gets a brilliant assist that gives you a tap-in, you celebrate by pointing at them. Number 9. Whichever player raises their arm claiming for an offside after a goal is usually the one that makes the goal valid. Number 10.
Wait, what? I gotta read that one again.
By pointing at them. Number 9. Whichever player raises their arm claiming for an offside after a goal is usually the one that makes the goal valid.
I don't get that one. Whichever player raises their arm claiming for an offside after a goal, okay, is usually the one that makes the goal valid. What? Okay, somebody has to explain that one to me. I don't even. So they're saying they trust that person? I don't get that one.
Number 10. A striker or winger will often get a yellow card for making the same hard tackle that a defender will go unpunished for. This is because the attacking player
is this like WWE or WWF, like we called it back in the day? What in the hell? Let me see. I gotta see this again.
Number 10. A striker or winger will often get a yellow card for making the same hard tackle that a defender will go unpunished for. This is because the attacking player is less likely to pick up another yellow. While in the box, goalkeepers can get away with being much rougher. Outside the box, they are officiated like any other outfield player. Number 12, managers are expected to shake hands after the match. Depending on the result and the pre-existing relationship between them though, this is not always what happens.
Yeah. Football, basketball, baseball, they celebrate with their own team. The other team just goes away. Nobody cares. But I know about American football and basketball, the coaches shake hands after.
Number 13. If a player is on a hat trick, he gets to take a penalty if the opportunity arises. Number 14.
What? Some of these are not making sense. If a player is on a hat trick, he gets to take a penalty kick if the opportunity arises. Oh, okay, that does make sense. Oh, that's interesting. I got to watch out for that this year. I wonder if that happens. Does that happen?
Hat trick, he gets to take a penalty if the opportunity arises.
Oh God!
Number 14.
At least show one that he's making it. I mean, or at least close. Dude kicked it over the goal. Okay, if your coach should, if you're a coach, you should never sub a player out after subbing him in, unless he gets injured.
If you're a coach, you should never sub a player out after subbing him in, unless he gets injured, or unless you want to absolutely destroy his morale. Number 15.
Yeah, I know, like in baseball, I guess another kind of unwritten rule is if they're having a no-hitter, don't take the pitcher out. And as it relates to this, I can think of like don't take a pitcher out in the middle of an at bat unless he's injured, because that's kind of like an insult, insults their pride or something like that. So that's interesting.
Unless he gets injured, or unless you want to absolutely destroy his morale.
Oh, God.
Number 15, never swap shirts at halftime. And don't swap shirts if you just lost badly or lost an important game.
What?
Number 16, always place your own ball down for set pieces. Number 17, following on from Rule 16, if there are multiple players preparing to take the free kick, the one taking it is usually the last one to touch it.
Oh, wow.
Number 18, when playing away from home, players are expected to applaud.
I'm not laughing at my man's expense. I mean, he just had a couple drinks. He got a little over his skis, as they say.
Want to touch it. Number 18. When playing away from home, players are expected to applaud the travelling fans after the final whistle.
Oh, okay.
Number 19. Respect national anthems and minutes of silence. Number 20.
Okay.
Never make a sub before defending a corner. You don't want to disrupt the team's defence just before a high-pressure moment.
Never. Okay. Wait. So what does this mean? Does this mean if you're about to take the corner kick? Wait, never make a sub before defending a corner. Oh, okay. So if you're on defense and you're defending the corner, never make a sub. Got it. Okay, I see what he's saying.
Sub before defending a corner. You don't want to disrupt the team's defence just before a high-pressure moment. And despite little evidence to support this rule, it's generally accepted to be one of the worst decisions a football manager can make.
Oh, wow.
Number 21, as a striker.
I better remember that when I'm playing Football Manager. Because, hey, Football Manager is so real that I might screw something up if I take him out if we're on defense. I try and take him out before a corner kick. So I'm not doing that. By the way, if you like Football Manager, subscribe to the channel because we do that here a lot. Okay, let's go.
To be one of the worst decisions a football manager can make. Number 21, as a striker, you need to be always looking across the line in order to time your runs correctly. Number 22.
Oh, man, come on. Some of these need a little more context. As a striker, you need to always be looking across the line in order to time your runs correctly. I don't know. That's an unwritten rule. To me, that just sounds like a good football player.
You need to be always looking across the line in order to time your runs correctly. Number 22. 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football. Again, there's no evidence to support it, but the sentiment is that a 2-0 lead can lead to complacency and a subsequent comeback. Number 20.
That is interesting because I remember, if you haven't seen the Once in a Lifetime series that I did with Argentina, there were like 2 or 3 times they were up 2-0. I think, in fact, in the World Cup that they won, they were up 2-0. And then PSG scored in France scored in like 90 seconds, scored 2 goals or something like that, if I remember correctly. This is all off my memory, so, I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Sentiment is that a 2-0 lead can lead to complacency and a subsequent comeback. Number 23, teams are the most vulnerable in the 10 minutes after scoring a goal, potentially caused by overconfidence, high emotion, or lack of discipline. Number 24, managers who take over a team mid-season usually win their first game, no matter how bad the team was doing prior. Number 20.
Some of these are not unwritten rules. I mean, that's not a rule. That's just a stat. So, that's interesting. Yeah, I just realized that. Even a 2-0 thing, that's not a rule. It's just a stat.
Mid-season usually win their first game, no matter how bad the team was doing prior. Number 25, 2 consecutive headers inside the penalty area will almost always lead to a goal. When one offensive header is chained with another while inside the box, the ball always ends up in a very dangerous position. Number 26, when playing football recreationally, the most horizontally gifted player is the goalkeeper. Thanks for watching. Number 1.
Wow. Well, that was interesting. I mean, towards the end, it kind of devolved into just, I don't know, fun facts. Not so much unwritten rules. But that's good to know. I'm going to keep my eye out for some unwritten rules now that I know they're out there. If you have some unwritten rules that he missed, or if you have some comments on what he did or didn't say, go ahead and put that in the comments. We'll definitely appreciate that. Like the video, that definitely helps the channel, and you can subscribe if you'd like to do that. As always, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next video. Peace.